Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel. So recently I got many queries on how to present answers in business law exam. So I thought of addressing this issue via a video. In this video I am going to show a demo on how to present answers for case study based questions for business law subject. So request you all to keep a notebook and a pen ready to note down the important points discussed in this video. If you are new to my channel, I request you to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So this video has been divided into two parts. First part is how to read and analyze the question, and the second part is how to draft an answer. So let's begin with step-by-step analysis of the question. The first step is read the case study carefully. So for our today's video, I have taken this question from the CA Foundation September 2024 exam. This is your first question from the question paper. So first let's read this question. Mr. L let out his residential house to Mr. M for rupees 50,000 per month for a period of 1 year. According to the rent agreement, electricity bill will be paid by Mr. L. But Mr. L could not pay electricity dues up to 5 months due to his financial hardships. The electricity board sent the notice of disconnection if the bill is not paid within a week's time. To avoid all this, Mr. M paid the electricity bill of rupees 50,000 with penalty. Later on, L refused to reimburse rupees 50,000 and argued that he has paid bill voluntarily because of his own interest. Decide with reference to the provisions of Indian Contract Act 1872 whether Mr. M is entitled to be reimbursed by Mr. L. So once you have finished reading the case study, the next step is to highlight or note down the important points from the case study. So let's have a look at the important points from the case study that we just now read out. So as per the case study that we just now read out, Mr. L has rented out his residential house to Mr. M. As per the rental agreement, the electricity bill is to be paid by Mr. L. So this is the one of the key points. However, Mr. L couldn't pay the bill due to financial hardship. And there was an immediate threat from the electricity department that if the due is not paid within 1 week, the electricity will be disconnected. So in order to avoid the disconnection of electricity, Mr. M paid the bill and Mr. M wants the amount to be reimbursed by Mr. L. So these are the key points from this case study. The next step in analysis of the case study is identify the legal issue. So in this case, the legal issue involved is Mr. M entitled for reimbursement from Mr. L of the electricity bill paid under the Indian Contract Act 1872. So once you have identified the legal issue, the next step will be to recall the relevant provisions. So in this case, the relevant provision applicable is section 69 of the Indian Contract Act. So the section 69 of the Indian Contract Act states that if a person pays for something that another person is legally bound to pay, the person making the payment is entitled to be reimbursed by the party liable to pay. So in this case, since as per the rental agreement, Mr. L was liable to pay the electricity bill. However, Mr. M paid it out of his own interest to avoid disconnecting of the electricity. So in this case, Mr. M has to be reimbursed by Mr. L as per section 69 of the Indian Contract Act. Now we will see how to draft an answer for this question. So basically we will be using the IRAC method to write the answer. So here I stands for issue. So first we will be drafting what is the issue involved in the question. Next R stands for rule. So next we will be writing as to the which rule of Indian Contract Act is applicable for this. And A stands for applicability. So in that we will be connecting the issue in the question to the rule as per the Indian Contract Act. And C stands for conclusion. So based on the application of the section of the Indian Contract Act to the given case study, we will draft a conclusion. So let's see how to draft the answer. So as we go ahead in this video, I request you all to pause the video at relevant places and do the written practice of writing this answer along with me, as written practice will help you in enhancing your writing skill and speed. It is very important to write legibly and fast in the exam to complete the paper within the stipulated time frame. So first we will be writing down the issue involved. So the issue involved in this case is Mr. M entitled for reimbursement of the electricity bill of rupees 50,000 paid on behalf of Mr. L? Once we have identified the issue, we will try to connect this with the rule of the Indian Contract Act. We will try to recall the relevant provisions. So here the rule involved is section 69 of the Indian Contract Act. So we will try to remember what the section says. So as per this section, a person who is interested in making a payment that the other person is legally bound to pay can recover the amount from that person. So in this case, since as per the rental agreement, Mr. L was liable to pay the amount and Mr. M paid it out of his own interest in order to avoid the disconnection of the electricity bill. So there are two key conditions for reimbursement as per section 69. The first condition is the payment must be made to protect the interest of the payer. So in this case, Mr. M paid the electricity bill out of his own interest so that the disconnection of electricity can be avoided. And the second condition is the original party must be under legal obligation to pay. So as per the rental agreement, Mr. L was liable to pay the electricity bill. So in case in the exam you cannot remember the exact section number, you can just write as under Indian Contract Act or under the provisions of Indian Contract Act 1872. If you know the exact section number, you can write it. However, if you do not remember the section number, do not write wrong section number as it can create a negative impact on the examiner. So once you have drafted the issue and rule, the next step is application. So now we have to apply the section 69 of the Indian Contract Act to the case study in hand. So you can draft this in the form of bullet points or you can also write it in the form of a paragraph as well. So the key points here are Mr. L as per the rental agreement was bound to pay the electricity bill. However, Mr. M paid the bill to prevent disconnection. So he did it out of his own interest. If he had not paid the bill, it could have negatively impacted the rented property and his interest as a tenant. So Mr. M's action was necessary and justified under section 69. As the payment was made to safeguard his interest and fulfill the landlord's obligations. When Mr. M asked for reimbursement, Mr. L claimed that he will not reimburse as the payment was done by Mr. M voluntarily. However, this claim is invalid because the payment arose due to Mr. M's default in fulfilling his legal obligations. Next part is drafting a conclusion. So by correlating the provisions of the Indian Contract Act to the facts in the case study, we can conclude that Mr. M has to be reimbursed by Mr. L. Since as per the rental agreement, Mr. L is liable to pay the electricity bill. And Mr. M paid the electricity bill only out of his own interest. So the conclusion is as follows. Mr. M is entitled for reimbursement of rupees 50,000 from Mr. L under section 69 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Since Mr. M made the payment to discharge a legal obligation of Mr. L and to protect his own interest as a tenant. So I hope this demo video has provided you with the clarity you require in order to present answers in business law subject. Remember, structuring your answers clearly and logically can make a huge difference in how your response is perceived during exams. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and also share it with your friends who are preparing for their exams. And if you are new to my channel, I request you to subscribe and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos on exam strategies and study tips. Thank you for watching the video, and as always, keep learning, stay motivated, and I will see you all in the next video. All the best.